If I lost everything and had to start over, here's exactly what I would do to build my next 8-figure agency. I think the hardest thing for most people is starting and the fear of failure. I want to remove both of those and just give you guys the roadmap to start, because I know that I think I need to start something new. I don't know where to start. I'm a little bit less creative, but it is so easy to figure out where to start and how to move forward that it really is a joke if you just kind of make a blueprint on how to do that. Stop trying to recreate the wheel, reinvent something, pick something that's already working and figure out how to do it just a little bit better. So the first thing I want to do is start off with just marketing agencies, because that's what I'm in. So I think that's the niche that I know best. It's really simple. I literally went to ChatGPT and I told it to come up with a list of 30 ideas for marketing agencies and what service I can start with. Okay, so you can see there's an entire list here. I'm gonna keep scrolling, but you guys, if you don't have ChatGPT, please get it and play around with it. But here's a whole list of ideas. I can probably put this in the description somewhere. So let's do pay-per-click PPC. So this can be Google advertising, whatever that platform is. And I would stick to being super specific to start and launch with one very, very tight product. So if you're gonna do pay-per-click, do Google, Facebook, or a third party that's less known, and that's how you're gonna become popular. The next piece of that is find a freelancer on Upwork or Fiverr, a contractor that can do the job. So what you've done is you've picked a service, you found a contractor that you can get the job done, you sign a contract to them, build a relationship. Ideally for that first contractor, find someone that's local to you in the sense like if you're in the United States, pick someone in the United States who speaks English, who communicates well, probably a little bit more expensive, but explain what you're trying to do. Basically help them prospect their first client. How do you prospect your first client? That's where it gets a little bit more difficult. You have the service, you have the contractor who can fulfill the product. Now you need a client. The way we started off was we did $500 a month, and compared to PR firms, now we charge $10,000 a month. So that's where you're able to get in some really good potential new businesses, bring in people that are willing to take a risk because you're so affordable compared to everyone else. And you need to get that freelancer on board with that, or at least cover their bare minimum fees, because they'll give you a special rate because you're gonna bring them a whole bunch of business. So if their rate is $500 and you sell it for $500, yes, technically you're working for free, but you're building your book of business. Now the next piece of this is start building out some sort of basic website. Again, if you don't have website skills, you can use landing page tools like GoHighLevel, or you can build in Shopify, which is a lot easier, or you can use what's more advanced and a better long-term solution would be WordPress. You can find someone on Upwork to do that for you again, or you can use a tool called Fiverr, and you can find more task-based jobs. You can also start this agency with a task-based job, and you can post these jobs also on platforms like Fiverr. There's a whole bunch of freelancer sites where you're able to post jobs like this, but basically you're going to feed through, make a good listing on Upwork, make a good listing on Fiverr, find clients, feed them back to people that you're paying through Upwork and Fiverr, contractors that you found and built a relationship with, and then slowly start building out your marketing assets. So your website, like I said, and you can, again, you don't need to know how to do these things. You can hire someone on Fiverr to build out your website and start with someone very cheap. And then if they do a good job, then if you go back to this list, website development was on there. Now you can offer website development. So you've added your second service by accident because you needed a website. You found a good developer, you built a good relationship. You maybe found someone in the US who was doing the same thing, trying to build their case. So now you have two services, you can both those services on the website. And then as you get orders, you'll start contracting those out. The contracting model at some point becomes a little bit of a headache because contractors are notorious for overbooking, quality will drop, they quit, they disappear on you. So you really have to start at that point bringing in full-time employees. So you're gonna build that website. The other thing you wanna do is start getting case studies and reviews out there and doing all of these things to grow into a true business. One other thing that I would do, but first I wanna make sure that there's a free gift for you guys. Down below, it's a link to 100 or to 1,000 business emails and contacts so you guys can do email marketing, another service you guys could offer. The last tip I wanna get, and this is something that I've seen on social media, which I actually think is a great idea, is going to the Inc. 5000. So if you guys don't know what the Inc. 5000 is, it's a list of the fastest growing businesses in the United States over the last year. And they have to have been growing basically for the last 3 to 5 years in a row. And you'll see here, this is this company's growth rate. I haven't gone through and pre-picked a company, but what I would do if it was me is I would find a business with massive growth that had low overhead, more on the service side that I could scale. The reason service, especially if this is your first business, is there typically is no upfront cost to selling a service. Someone buys something from you, you then pay a contractor to do the job. It's kind of like the drop shipping of business. Now, of course, you can do that with actual drop shipping of e-commerce products, but that's not gonna be an Inc. 5000 business. So you'll scroll through here, you'll find a company, you'll learn about them. Some of these might be healthcare, which is like out of the niche, but I'm sure you'll be able to find some. I have seen some Inc. 5000 businesses that are literally just a landing page and they're growing rapidly because they have something that people really want. Information products can make this list, and you figure out how to reverse engineer and basically use the same process and model that I showed you on how to outsource that initial work to grow your business and aggregate those contractors to grow. I hope you guys found this useful, and I hope that you stop using excuses and that fear of failure to start and get started today. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you.